Today's big job is running boards. As a passenger, I can use that lovely handle and haul myself up. There's no other way for me to get into the truck. Normally you're watching us do something around the RV or in the RV. Today's big job is running boards. It hasn't been horribly bad except for the fact that as a passenger, I can use that lovely handle and haul myself up, essentially kind of jumping into the truck. But as a driver, I have a bad shoulder and I'm always having to haul myself up. So I did a search, and yes, of course, you can get aftermarket running boards.
So we've started unboxing. We got the brackets. I went ahead and did, these are the 3 right side brackets, get 3 left side brackets, got a right side there, we got a left version. I think those are pretty much universal. And then I started separating these. See how, I don't have OCD.
Yeah.
I've got hobbies. So I'm still going through and trying to make sure we got everything here before we start.
I'm going to do the one thing that men don't do so that I can make sure that he's not going too far off the grid.
I did organize it. I exercise my hobbies.
He's so smart like that.
No, I'm not smart, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
And it's Holiday Inn Express.
So I've got one bracket there. I've got another bracket here. I mean, holes for the bracket. And another one right there with that tape over it. I was wrestling with this for a long time the other day. And there's a ridge right here on the inside that's preventing this from working very well. So I went to Ace Hardware and got some longer bolts, so I'm going to try that. So the real work is being done by the bolts, the bracket, and I don't know if that's brass or what, but longer bolts, nuts. So you got this one bracket right here. So I'm going to tighten it down. Just going to leave that like that. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put all the brackets on loosely, like this. I'm not going to really do a good tightening down yet. I'm going to put all 3 brackets on this side, then put the running board on. And when I get the running board on and the running board's tightened down, then I will go and tighten these down. This will be the, I mean, I can do like hand tight, snug tight, but as far as being really tight, I'm going to wait till I got all 3 brackets on and then put the running board on. And after I get the running board tightened on here, where I want all the brackets to be on the running board, then I'll tighten the brackets to the frame. So this is the first one. This was the tough one so far. We'll see what the other ones are like. Alright, so I got the 3 brackets kind of loosely in place. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. And then I go and do the other side. Okay, so it's in. I did not, those flanges that I was using at the end down there for the holes that I had to drill through the frame because the nuts, the old bolts were broken off inside the nuts. I didn't have to use for these 2 here. So they were a little bit easier. And I used the shorter bolts, the original bolts, because I didn't need to go to that flange that had to go around the rip. Matter of fact, There's not a ripple in the middle here. Tape here. There's not a ripple here, but there was at that end. That was hardest. See what? Looks like somebody left a note. See that? It says hi. There's a smiley face, and then there's a little picture of a person. I just noticed that. Somebody left a note. Okay, I'm on the driver's side here. This is the rear one. Had to drill some holes because the original nuts that are welded like on the other side, I don't know if they're just rusted. I tried forcing bolts through, and I think I might have been cross-threading the nut or something, and it was not working out. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and drill a couple of holes here. I was able to get the middle one in without that issue, but the front one on the driver's side is also the same issue, where I'm not able to get the bolts through the nut, so I'm probably going to have to drill holes there too. But again, pulling up on the flange so I'm not wrestling around with it. And again, this is just a support for the brass nut on the other side, where the bolt and the bracket and the nut on the back side is what does the work, not this. This is just so that you don't lose anything back there. So I'm going to and what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go ahead and tighten this bracket down, because I didn't really have room. Once I put the running board on here, I don't have very much room to work with to tighten these down, and the heads are metric, and I don't have metric tools, so I'm having to use vice grips and stuff to tighten this stuff down. So that's what I'm going to do there. All right, so now I got the driver's side brackets. I'm just doing video recording. Driver's side brackets mounted and secured. I did have to drill holes for the driver's side front and rear. Again, bent up the flange to get it out of the way. Yes, this front had the bevel, but the middle and the backs did not have the bevel. But I went ahead and this time around tightened everything down before I mount the running board itself, because on the passenger side it did not give me really enough room to tighten these small ones down after I mounted the running board. So I went ahead and tightened the brackets. These are metric, and I didn't have any metric wrenches, so I'm gonna have to, next time I'm in town, get some metric wrenches just to fit that and make sure that these are tight.